Frederick, Maryland is an incredible place, but it's no longer a secret. With inventory still tight, prices climbing, it's got buyers asking, well, where's next? Well, I've got answers because while some places are out of reach, I've got 3 towns just outside of Frederick that you can still get in on early. Think new developments, growing retail, and prices that haven't quite caught up with the Frederick area. So in this video, I'm going to cover those 3 towns that are about to explode in 2025 and beyond, and what makes each of them a great place to move to. And if this is your first time visiting the channel, my name is Brady and I'm a realtor here in Maryland, and I've made it my mission to help people just like you relocate smarter, not harder. And if you haven't already downloaded my relocation roadmap, you can do that for free in the description below. Now let's dive into the first town on the list, which is New Market, Maryland. New Market is located just 15 to 20 minutes to the east of Frederick, and the reason it's such a great place to live is because of the massive neighborhood of Lake Linganore inside of it. And this community became more popular during the COVID era because remote workers could travel farther away from DC and Baltimore and move to this resort-style community not far from their workplace, and if they had to go in 1 or 2 days a week, it wasn't a big deal. Well, since then, the community has continued to grow on a massive scale, and at the time of this video, there's 2 brand new neighborhoods being added to the community on the west side and the north side that are going to change this community for the future. You've already got brand new schools approved and new mixed-use retail. You have a brand new grocery store and the Lake Linganore Town Center that was just completed this past year. And the best part about this community is the housing options. You have condos, townhouses, and single-family homes ranging from around $375,000 up to over $1 million. So everything in between is fair game in this community, and you can really get in at an entry price right now. And many DC and Baltimore buyers are skipping places like Columbia, Maryland, which was the traditional top suburb to move to, and moving to Lake Linganore, the resort-style community, because it's really on the upward trend and they're getting in early. And mix that with the ability to buy either new construction or resale homes, and it becomes a really great place to move to. But the thing to watch out for in a community like this is the HOA fees and also the capital contribution fees. And what those are: when you buy the home, you pay a one-time fee up front at closing to get into the community, and it helps pad the reserve funds of the community. And at the time of this video, it's one of the more steep capital contribution fees at 0.05% of the purchase price. But in my opinion, the HOA fee even the capital contribution fee are well worth it for this community for what you get. You have 4 pools, you have tons of amenities, an indoor racket center, trails and parks all over the place, and a ton of community events that really do make it feel like you're at a resort when you come home from work every day. And I think if you get in before all of the homes in this community are complete, you're really going to be on the front edge of that equity that's going to be built over the years to come. And if you want more details on this community, I've made specific videos on Lake Linganore that you can watch by clicking above. All right, moving on to town number 2, and that is Walkersville, Maryland, located just 10 minutes to the north of Frederick. This is a really interesting community because the price points here, with being so close to Frederick, are kind of shocking. It has a mix of newer homes and established communities, as well as properties on a lot of land and by farms. So if you're looking for more space to spread out, Walkersville could be that area. And the interesting thing is that the price points here are between $350,000 and $600,000 on average, which is significantly cheaper than Frederick, but it's only 10 minutes to the north, and a lot of times the driving to the amenities of Frederick takes less time from Walkersville than some neighborhoods in Frederick itself. Walkersville High School also consistently ranks high in the Frederick County Public Schools list, so you have strong public schools here, and it really just has a lot to offer. Now, the downtown of Walkersville is old, it's historic, and it doesn't really have much in the town itself, but you have all of the shopping and dining you could possibly need in the market square nearby, just 10 minutes to the south. So if you're really looking for the peace and quiet in the space, this could be an ideal option for you to get in early before everyone catches on that these price points are just 10 minutes to the north of Frederick. Now, why do we think it's going to explode? Well, there's a lot of retail corridor plans that have been submitted to the county that show that this is the future path of progress from this corner of Frederick. And I think a lot of the path of progress in Frederick goes to the north and specifically up this corridor. So if you want to get in early, I think now would be the time. All right, and moving on to the 3rd town on the list, that is Thurmont, Maryland. Now, this is a town that most people don't even hear about when they're in their home search around Frederick, but it's just 20 minutes to the north of downtown. And when I think of Thurmont, I think affordable homes. You can get a great home here for under $400,000. Now, in recent years, there have been some new construction communities popping up here, but for the most part, you're going to get a really great price compared to Frederick, Maryland. And that's because the average price point is going to be between $275,000 and $450,000 to move into a home here. And Thurmont has been put on the map lately because of its tourism, because of Catoctin Mountain Park with one of the best hikes in the region. So it is gaining some traction, but it's still on the early phase of gaining that traction. And when people are really concerned with affordability right now, I really see Thurmont as being that next place on their list to move to, especially with the highway going from Frederick to Thurmont, which is Route 15. And with Route 15 nearby, which you can go easily down into Frederick, this is becoming an ideal place for people that are escaping the high prices to move to. And I'd say that Thurmont is where Frederick was just 15 years ago. It's quieter, it's scenic, there's not as much going on, but it's just a matter of time before people start moving up that way. Now, one thing I will mention about Thurmont is so much of its workforce is remote. So if people have to go back into the office, it could suppress a little bit of that growth. But for the most part, the price points closer to DC keep rising, and it keeps pushing people farther and farther north. And if you're looking at Thurmont, it's right on that path of progress like we spoke about before. Now, how do you choose between these three towns? Which one is best for you? Well, if you want that resort style community, a place where you can grow a family, you can have a ton of amenities all around, where you can drive a golf cart to the elementary school within the community and to the beach where your kids can play, well, Lake Linganore is probably a great place for you. But if you're looking for maybe a place that's a little less expensive than even Lake Linganore, but still has the closeness of the amenities in Frederick, well, Walkersville could be the ideal spot that is just outside the city and just prime for that new development and for that price growth. Now, if you want real space and you want more scenic views, more peace and quiet, and definitely lower prices, and getting on the far leading edge of prices going up in the Frederick area, well, Thurmont would be your location. And here's the thing, this is information that you're not going to find on Zillow. This is information that you have to learn from the builders and from the locals and from what's going on down on the ground, boots on the ground here in the Frederick area. And if one of these towns stood out to you, that's exactly what I'm here to help you with. If you're thinking of a move, whether that's 2 months away or 2 years away, it's never too soon to hop on a call with me to get a plan together for that move. And the easiest way to do that is just to go in the description below and click on that link to schedule a call with me. We'll get that plan together so your move will go as smoothly as possible. And if some of these towns don't match what you're looking for, well, don't worry, I have a variety of towns all across my YouTube channel that you can dive into right after this video. I go over everything you need to know about living in the DC Metro and the Frederick area. So make sure to go over to my channel after and check those out. And as always, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe so you stay up to date on all of my videos about moving to Maryland.